What is Onmaxdt?
The latest and one of the biggest scams ever to happen in Sri Lanka. That's one way to put it. It is also a Ponzi scheme. Somebody would call it a pyramid scheme. However, it's a scam. That's how we see it. The people who are in it see it as an investment opportunity, an easy way to earn money and to get rich.
According to them, a lot of people have made it through Onmaxdt. These people who put their money into this only know what they're being told by the person who joined them in. This is a 376 billion rupee worth scam which has led hundreds and thousands of innocent and uninformed and misinformed people along with their families. Is it a Ponzi scheme? And what is a Ponzi scheme? Yes, Onmaxdt is a Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme is a form of fraud that lures investors and pays profit to earlier investors with funds from more recent investors. So Charles Ponzi was the one who started these. He was the father of these criminal schemes. They initially began in 1920 with Charles Ponzi and a group of scammers pretending to the whole thing to be a legit and a safe investment opportunity. So once they made their profit, they disappeared into thin air, but they were found later. However, the modern scams are much more advanced as well as complicated.
The person at the top is almost not found, only their lead representatives at each incident. Sometimes these Ponzi scammers identify these scams as MLMs, multi-level marketing. It may look like MLM, but there are very distinct differences between them. We'll talk about the two later on. In Ponzi schemes, the people who join in are forced and encouraged to enroll more and more people. All of the members pay an admission fee. This fee is what fuels the whole system. In other words, this money is what keeps circulating throughout all levels.
Yes, the truth about Ponzi schemes is that sooner or later they are going to crash because one day the flow of enrolling new members is going to stop.
How have they been operating in Sri Lanka?
There have been a lot of schemes in Sri Lanka before that too, but this one seems to have done the worst damage to this country's economy. They have been pretending to be an Australian trading company that takes investors. Nobody really knows anything for sure. This whole thing is made up of he says and she says. There isn't a director board, only a few major investors. There are about 5 non-so-called investors, and their bank accounts have been seized and frozen by now. 376 billion rupees were frozen in total. All of these are personal accounts.
A couple of months ago, the Central Bank of Sri Lanka issued an announcement banning a number of scams, including Onmaxdt. Onmaxdt is registered in Sri Lanka as a business, but the top layer of individuals state that this company is not the legit company and the legit company is in Australia. They also claim that the hub is in Georgia. Their stories are full of huge holes. Even an elephant would be able to walk through them. Even after being banned, Onmaxdt is still running and they are hosting awareness sessions all over the country. They are funding charity events in religious places. They even tried to scam the president of the country at an event like that, but thankfully it was prevented, which saved the country from a huge damage to its reputation.
These scammers target the people who have little to no computer literacy. These people are not well educated. Since the country is going through a rough patch herself, almost every citizen is squeezed to the wall. These scammers target the people who have little to no computer literacy. These people are not well educated. Since the country is going through a rough patch herself, almost every citizen is squeezed to the wall, which make easier targets for these scammers. They lure them in, talk to them with all these sugar-coated, caramel-glazed words and lectures of theirs and trap them in and take their money. Is this not an MLM?
No, this is not an MLM. MLM stands for multi-layer marketing. MLM, in fact, is a legit method that is used by businesses to boost their sales. They pay the people in the MLM campaign commissions for what they sell and a little extra for a new person they help enroll to the campaign. MLM is used everywhere in the world and also is a successful method to boost their sales. What are the differences between MLM and pyramid schemes?
The major difference is that in MLMs, there is a product. There are clear value creation there. It is legit. There's a value, it may be a product or a service. In the pyramid scams, there are only stories of a product or a service. Sometimes there is a product, but it's not worth the price they have decided for them. So these days, since trading is a hot topic in Sri Lanka, they're using that as a cover-up story. The people's lack of knowledge in trading, cryptocurrency and internet as well as finances is what these scammers use to lure them in.
Also, in MLMs, no one urges no one to bring in new members. They urge them to sell the product more. Most of the times, there is no admission fee, and if there is, it's a very little amount. But in pyramid scams, all they care about is bringing in new members. They urge existing members to bring in more and more new ones. The admission fee is unreasonably high, goes around 25,000 rupees or more. And again, most importantly, in pyramid scams, there is no visible way of creating values. If I can give an example for a MLM, Oriflame is an MLM. They use the method to boost their sales. What are the laws against these scams in Sri Lanka?
Yes, in 2005, all the pyramid schemes were banned from the country. Anyone who organizes, supports, participates in a pyramid scam could be punished by law. If convicted, they could obtain 3 years in prison or 1 million of a fine or both. If convicted of being an organizer, he or she can get another million added up to the initial fine, which is 1 million rupees. Why do people get trapped in this?
The main reason is the desire to earn money without putting in any effort. The lack of knowledge in cyberspace, computer and technology related areas, cryptocurrency, and the general knowledge in finances as well as the common sense. What are the lies these scammers tell these people to lure them in?
The most telling line is that everyone around them is jealous of them. The leading investors convince these people who join in that everyone is out to get them. No one wants to see them living happy and better life. So if someone says that these are scams, they are doing it to drag them down. If you are really interested in current insights like this, don't forget to subscribe our channel.
If you have any suggestions for our next video, comment it down below. Also, like this video and share with your friends.